All right, in this video, we're going to be talking about scaling and reflecting parabolas. So by scaling, we mean, is it going to be like this, or is it going to be wider, or is it going to be skinnier? That's what we mean by scaling. So when we're scaling by a certain factor, that just means we're multiplying in front. So scaling is just multiplying. So all right, I need my mouse. So I'm just going to do 2 over 3 times x squared. So whatever I'm scaling by, whatever factor I'm scaling by, I'm just going to multiply that to my original parabola, which is x squared. So that's really all there is for scaling. If I'm reflecting, so this is reflected. So they're saying it can be thought of as scaled because it is still multiplying, but I would think of this as a reflection. So it's a reflection over the x-axis, and we've talked about this in previous videos. That's just making it negative. That's just making it negative. So, or hold on. This is also scaled. Okay, it's negative, it's reflected, and it's scaled. Sorry, I almost missed that. See, this 3, -6 doesn't match this one. This is 3, 8. It's different. So it is, in fact, scaled. So we have to figure out how much it's scaled by. And we have to make it negative because it's reflected across the x-axis. So we have to do both. So probably the easiest way to do this is to write out an equation y equals ax squared. So there's some unknown a here. We don't know what it is, but we do have an xy pair. So x is 3 and y is -6. So I can plug in -6 for y. I don't know what a is, and I can plug in 3 for x. And then I can solve for a. So I have -6 equals a times 3 squared is 9. And I divide both sides by 9. And I have, and then I can just simplify this fraction. So that would just be -2/3 equals a. So -2/3 is what I need to put in front here. So again, all I did was I wrote out a general equation. I know I need to have to multiply something in front, but I don't know what it's going to be. So I just called that a, plugged in the point that I do know, -6 is y and 3 is x, and then just solved that for a. So now I can say, oh, it's just -2/3 x squared. And then the thing you need to know for this one is that multiplying by a number bigger than 1 is going to make the graph skinnier, and multiplying by a number less than 1 is going to make the graph wider. So in the last one where it was -2/3, that was less than 1. So it would have looked like this, where it's wider than the original because it's less than 1 here. The 2/3 part is less than 1. So this may be, if I multiplied by positive 2/3, it might look like this. Multiplying by -2, the 2 is bigger than 1, so I know it's going to get skinnier. And the negative means it's reflected over the x-axis. So it's reflected and it's skinnier. So that's going to be this one. So again, if the thing you're multiplying by, let's call it a, is greater than 1, then that's skinnier. A less than 1 is wider, and then the negative is a reflection. So those are the things that you're looking for in this type of question. All right, I already checked this one because I was trying to see if they were being tricky. They're not. So you're just multiplying again like we did on the first one. It's just multiplying again. Scaled vertically is the same thing as scaled. You're just multiplying by whatever this number is. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next